The roots of technology, especially in the telecommunications industry, go back to 1837 with the introduction of the Morse code telegraph over copper wires. Prior to that, a written message would need to be handed to a horseman who would dash across the countryside. On a personal level, I haven't been involved that long, as I joined the industry in 1993, selling early Intel 286-based Amstrad computers and the original brick-like mobile phones. It really was a brave new world and set the foundations for a long and distinguished career. I recently had the pleasure of visiting Adastral Park in Martlesham. It's the home to BT's world-famous Research, Innovation and Development Center, where services such as fiber optics and holographic technologies were developed and brought to the world. My visit was organized by the Institute of Telecommunications Professionals, ITP, to understand how BT is tackling cybersecurity. For the past decade, cybercrime has become the #1 threat to businesses. And it has been the job of either outsourced IT companies or internal IT directors, managers, to secure data networks through the correct configuration of routers, managed switches, and firewalls. Controlling the deployment of more and more IP-based equipment like phones, Wi-Fi, CCTV, and IoT devices that are constantly connected has escalated matters where there is an increased danger that the ports on a router or passwords on connected devices need to be triple secured. Done correctly, nothing externally can ping your devices looking for a route into your network. So my trip to Martlesham Labs was to see and hear what BT, being the UK's largest infrastructure and internet provider in the UK, are doing about stopping or limiting the number of cyber attacks from within their core internet network, so that hackers can't get through to your networks in the first instance. For starters, the cyber research team are deploying a wide range of software solutions and vast amounts of data processing to look for millions of dodgy domain names and weed these out for the legitimate ones. Unfortunately, this is an unregulated market, and hackers, as well as everyday people, can register a domain in about a minute. Domain name spoofing is also a tactic used by hackers to try and redirect you to an illegal website. Would you spot the difference between Google.com and Google.com if you were clicking a link in an email? Domain names are the foundation of email addresses, and quite literally billions of emails are sent and received daily. Using email security software does help with damage limitation, but again, ISPs such as BT need to somehow curb the flow of attacks by building up databases of IP addresses. Spoof email and domain names so as to prevent hackers from passing the core networks. It is an arduous task. My trip to Martlesham was certainly eye-opening. So for now, I strongly recommend you get your business defenses in order and ask your internal or external IT department to lock down networks and batten down the hatches as much as possible. It's always better to be safe than sorry. If anything I've written in this blog post resonates with you and you'd like to discover more about security for your networks, give me a call on 01604 926 100 or take a look at my website, which you can find by clicking here.